Hi Expo. Hi, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Just setting stuff up. It has been too long. Hold on. Am I logged in? Oh no. All right. I need to figure out how I'm gonna post this on my socials. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Well, yes, I am. Alright. I hope I hope my settings are alright. I haven't touched anything, but there's always that paranoia. If it's been a while, I'm always like, what if something changed while I wasn't looking? What if something broke? Okay. We will start the moment I am done posting on my socials that I'm live. Hello. I think the background music from my starting soon screen is definitely reflecting my state right now. Just running about, trying to figure things out. Copy text. There we go. That's for my blue sky. Sorry for showing up to class early, Professor. No, I'm giving you extra points for that. Come, sit with me. My star student. Which account is this? Wrong one. How's your day been? I just assume by default that anyone I don't remember specifically being in Australia, you're just like the opposite time zone as me. So I'm assuming you're about wrapping up your day. Yeah, 3 points. Yeah, I know you love a good deal. 3 points. Alright, hold on. Almost there, almost there. Just quote reposting this with this message, yes. And then on my Twitter, I still refuse to call it X. Copy text, yes. Then go to my friends. Oh, hello, Kimijin on YouTube. Are you wait? 언니? 언니요? 언니야? My day is bad. I'm DJing hard every weekend after my internship started. Listen, you're going through an internship. I think you're entitled to some DJing. How's that? I mean, I hope your internship is going all right. Don't beat yourself up too much for taking a break. Everyone needs a break. 오케이. 진짜 언니밖에 없어. 한국 사람이 언니밖에 없어 지금 내 방송 보는 사람이. And 언니 I'm very close to is watching from YouTube. So hello. Thanks for coming by. Hold on, just finishing up, then post this. Okay. Alright, we're ready, let's go. Oh, it's been so long. I'm very rusty. Turn off my... I'm doing my best to like not overwork my hardware because I'm sure y'all have heard of RAM and SSDs becoming more expensive now because stupid AI. So I'm like, maybe I should do my best to try and not overwork the hardware that I have right now because I definitely can't afford I can't afford new hardware yet. All right. Are we good? I might not want to show. Okay. Switching screens. Yeah. Should we go to daily? Yeah, okay, let's... Let's go. I also learned of the studio mode function from Xenon, so I'm actually using that now, and I don't have to worry about making mistakes when I'm switching scenes. Okay, let's change the music. Okay, turn that off. Let's listen to some music from Go. Oh, on the someone on my stream says hi YouTube Nuna. I'm getting used to the schedule. You're doing real work though. What? No. What do you mean? I feel like internship work is just, they're gaslighting you. They're making you do real work while gaslighting you. I'm not. You know what? Today's a casual day for me. I'm like, I'm gonna have fun today. I'm gonna do a little bit, like a bit of warming up, and then finish off the frieren study. Oh my gosh, the frieren study. This. Did you guys see? This is a different artist, but there's a new frieren challenge. From a different artist. I feel like this artist purposefully drew like wonkily on purpose, but still, it's a good. I think it's a good continuation from the original one. So I tried a bit of that. I do want to clean these up and post them later, so we'll do that. And there's a doodle from yesterday that I did of a new Arknights character that I want to finish. I'm trying to figure out, like, I know I mentioned this before, but I am trying to figure out how to... hang on, we got music. Is that music working? And let me know if that's too loud, but it should be okay. Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how would I... is that a little loud? No, should be okay. Because like I can't draw full-blown, amazing, full-effort illustrations every time I draw something. That's unreasonable. If I want consistent output of any kind, I need to learn to conserve my energy. So, you know, with fan art and casual art, I do want to have like a go-to easy style that I can use. So we're gonna be practicing that with this and this. But yeah, we'll do a warm up first as usual. Maybe a bit, but it's because it's EDM. Oh, it's a little loud. Okay, let me pop that down a little bit. How's that? Is that good? Just more. Oh, yeah, you can't fish on YouTube, unfortunately. You have to fish on Twitch. Oh, good? Alright, thank you, Expo. I also should probably drop the quality of the game right now, because it's taking over my... low. Foreground, background. Yeah. Okay, I think it's good. Axel, hi! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Been a while. Hey. We'll lurk, but happy to see you. Thank you for lurking. Thanks for saying hi. Hope you had a good day. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Actually, quite a bit better than the past month or so. Thank you for asking. Alright, let me just... oh, by the way, I downloaded this this program called Cold Turkey. It's like an app / website blocker that I use to manage my unmanageable, life-crippling ADHD. And it's been doing wonders. But the problem is I set it to block Twitch and any other site that I will inevitably end up like camping on instead of doing actual work. So right now on my PC, I am unable to access my own stream. So I'm just popping up Stream Manager on my phone right now, just in case. Probably won't need it. Yeah. All right, ready. Okay, let's go. Let's do some quick warming up. I think we'll do just like twisted bodies. Not in like the metaphorically twisted horror kind of way, but just the torso and pelvis are looking in different ways, kind of twisted. Because I feel like I'm a little rusty with that right now. But and it's really, really good practice for like figuring out anatomy. Because normally you're just drawing the torso and the pelvis looking pretty much the same way. And let's do this one. And drawing them looking slightly different ways forces you to really think about where the volume of each anatomical part like changes in such. This bit is too relatable. The Wi-Fi going off was the best thing for my mental health. Oh, right, yeah. You may be bored out of your mind, but also your brain is taking that time to cleanse a bit. I'll tell you one funny thing. For now, I have cold turkey to set to like be disableable. Like no, like I can turn it off. I can turn the blocker off if I wait 5 minutes, which for now is enough of a deterrent for me. I'm like waiting 5 minutes gives my brain time to like reconsider what it is that I was trying to do. For example, if I'm like, oh, I should put something in my shopping cart, like I'll have a random thought like that in the middle of I don't know, working. And what always happens is, so I'll go and put that thingy in my online shopping cart, and then I'll be like, wait, I also kind of want this other thing, and then I'll end up browsing and like just window shopping for another hour instead of working. So because of cold turkey, if I really need to put thingy in the cart, I wait 5 minutes and like my brain's like, hold on, if I go onto that site I'm probably not going to stop for a whole hour. So maybe I should not. Maybe I'll do it later, and I'll just get a paper memo and I'll write it down and I'll remember later on. But knowing how ADHD works, things like this, like the novelty wears off for productivity stuff really quickly. And like at some point I'm gonna start finding ways to go around the thing. So the good thing about cold turkey is I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm just raving about a tool that's been helping me out. Hi Kate, how you doing? Oh, thanks for fishing. You know what, I should fish too. Theo! Hi! Hello readers! Oh my gosh, welcome to the stream. It's been so long. Hello. Hello Leg, hello Bach. Theo, I was lurking in your stream. How was art? How was Minecraft? Hold on, my scroll's broken. I need to scroll back down. Go down. Hi ID Man. Hello Shira Cat Maid, welcome to the stream. Oh, good to hear you're doing good, Kate. Wait, okay, I'm a little lost. Would you, wait, first of all, Theo, would you like to pay art tax? I think I like joined your stream a little late, like halfway through, so I don't know if you did anything before that. But I know you were doing a really cool, do you call them scalies, like a lizard, or no, not a lizard, a dragon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a dragon. Oh fuck, Fonzie Ghost is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. A wild ghost has appeared. You've been haunted with positivity. Oh, thank you! Amplifying the positivity and passing it right back. Hello, Crimson Hero. Welcome to the stream. Good reference post. I like this. Ooh, yeah, it's really good. Yeah, do you want it? I can share it. I can just DM it to you. I think so, but yeah, drawing dragon. Cool. I've been trying to draw dragons because they're a part of my original story, but like I still haven't gotten around to it. They're kind of intimidating. Hi, Womaster. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And dying because spaceship details. Oh, the dragon was in a spaceship. That's... Oh, damn. You're always challenging yourself here. I don't think I could challenge myself to draw a spaceship yet. That's scary. You've been haunted with a wholesome Catwoman known as Sure. Oh, thank you. You're welcome to haunt me and stay as long as you like. Oh yeah, to anyone who has to raid or run, absolutely no worries. I'm sure you had a great time if you stream, so of course you need to recharge. But otherwise, welcome. I'm Jusan. I'm a webtoon assistant slash wannabe, I don't know, creator. I don't know. And yeah, I draw. My whole shtick before I had to change my schedule because of webtoon work being really hard was doing morning study streams, but I haven't been able to do that for a while. I haven't streamed in a while, so it's good to be back. I'm gonna try and stream a bit more now that I'm like settled into my schedule, but yeah, we do studies like this. This is a gesture study. Here's some past ones that I did. I studied some poses in other people's art before. Look at this. Butts are not round. Little anatomy tip for you guys. Stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I do. Oh yeah, and today, after my little warm-up, I'm gonna be finishing this frieren and then the other frieren, and possibly some fan art for our nights. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see the Artax. Excuse me if I sniff into the mic. It's a little cold today, but I'm trying not to waste fuel during the day. Welcome back and have a good stream. Thank you. Oh, good night, ID man. Welcome for welcome for popping in. Thank you for popping in. My English. Oh my gosh. You're going to sleep too, Fonzie Ghost. Is it okay if I call you Fonzie Ghost? Yeah. Don't worry though, my positive haunts last till end of stream. Thank you, thank you. Long-lasting effects. It's pretty cool. Oh, good bot. Good night. Thanks for popping in. Channeling yourself is how you grow it. Yeah, that's true. Bro, I challenged myself so much with my commissions recently. My brain hurts. Hang on. Ah, right, I see. It's a space. Oh my gosh. Fio, you got your work cut out for you. This is really good. I like the framing. It kind of looks like the dragon character is framing the space window here. And the TV. Oh, I like TVs with like funky antennae. Ooh. Wires, screens, buttons, lights. Ugh. You know, if you need like inspiration for like really sciencey, cool, wiry machinery, Katsuya Terada kind of does that kind of really detailed, funky, sciencey art too. On top of doing really cool Zelda art. Call me Ghosty. Okay, got it. Thank you. Yes, Ceribot got rid of the bad bot. We've got a good bot here doing the good work. Fio, you forgot the Shira on the bed. Oh, wait, there's I see a little detail here. I see a silhouette or something, a little idea. Yeah, it's gonna be old school sci-fi like Fallout stuff. Hell yeah. This is looking good. I love the gesture. You know what? This is a reminder. Everyone stretch a little bit. I will stretch too. Wait, what am I doing? Give you the permanent. Thank you for the permanent haunt. I appreciate it, Ghosty. What did I know. I feel like I missed a few messages. Let me go back. You can tell we did not get far at all. What do you mean? I feel like this is getting really far. I mean, You got the lines done for one character in one stream? That's crazy. And you got the background sketch? No, I think this is a lot done. You got a lot done. But he's a fellow artist on Twitch, Dragon in Space. Dragon in Space. Hella cool concept. Butts are cannon shaped, are they? Yeah, I guess. I heard he did an angle down shot. What's it? About what? I'm sorry, I've got streamer brain. Okay, thank you for the art text, Fio. You're doing good work. Hell yeah. Let me just pop this in the overlay. Fio. Yeah. Did I say goodnight, Ghosty? I'll say it again. Good night, Ghosty, just in case you're still here. Here we go. Pop that up. Image. Yeah, got rated by Fio. Hi, T. How you doing? Hang on. I'm gonna replace this with... Guys, I'm just gonna show this again. Axel is here with us lurking, but... Y'all remember... Hold on, let me show you. Okay, studio mode is a little hard to... Okay, there we go. Yeah. Just showing you guys this again by Axelo SCR. It's so cute! Every time... This was still on my overlay when I reloaded OBS, so... I'm still smiling at it. But thanks to Axel again for the super cute art! Ah. And we shall put in a new art text. Pew pew. Pew pew. Ooh, big ol'. Just in time for me to go to bed as always. Oh good, I'm so happy to see you streaming again. Thank you, Phil. I'm happy to be streaming again. I'm gonna try to stream more. It's like... What? Let's just give it a place up here. That'll do. Haha. Then add text. Will you be going to bed, Fio? Don't stay up too late. That's the wrong credit. Use palette. There we go. But yeah, it always takes like a month or so for me to really settle into my schedule whenever we come out of hiatus with with webtoon stuff. So I mean, I did kind of expect it, but also it's hard. Every time it's hard. Because it's not just that I'm starting work, it's that winter usually hits around the time that we start a new season, and I mean a new webtoon season, and winter is especially difficult for us because our house is really old and like heating costs a fortune. But you know, I'm settling into it. I have to decide what to make for dinner. Oh, what do you have? I had like a pork steak kind of fry the other day, and it was really good. But like I still have ingredients left for tzatziki, so I've just been putting that on everything. So humid and no appetite. Something refreshing. Do you have naengmyeon? Oh, Axel just sketched of me too. I have it as my profile picture. I gotta represent. Oh hell yeah! Let's go! Axel's art is so cute. I took my tranquilizer 3 hours ago. I don't know if I can stay out later. Oh yeah, no, Fio, go. Thank you again for the raid. Yeah, don't make me keep ya. Don't let me. Don't make me. You can make me, but don't let me. Take it easy. Is that covering? No. Okay. I really have to figure out my overlay. There's like... You know what? Y'all know I took my supplements and my breakfast, so let's put that there. Yeah. So I just need to apply some lip balm. My lips are like sandpaper right now. Don't worry, Friera, we'll stay up late for you. Oh no, Warmaster, you should sleep too. Anyone who should have gone to bed a while ago, please go sleep. It's I would say no, stay with me, but also I haven't been sleeping very well. I mean, surprise, I haven't been sleeping very well, and I really emphasize with the sleep deprivation symptoms. Pork steak sounds so good. It's really good, but I don't know if it'll be enjoyable in hot weather. That's the problem. I have kalbitang or maybe veggie mandu. Ooh. I don't know. You could do ear. Just take the kalbitang, make it super piping hot, and then you can use the response of your body to like cool down. Yeah, winter is harsh on us dry, but you too, Expo handshake. And the only thing that helps me is Vaseline. Me sleep? I got nothing to do tomorrow morning. Ah. Well, maybe if you sleep at a good time, you can start early, nice and early tomorrow, and enjoy doing nothing. Me too, I'm so tired, Axel. Handshake. I gotta be good and eat dinner, so I'll be here for a minute longer. Oh, I see. Enjoy. What are you eating? I do have a bit of fruit next to me right now, but I have to cut it. So at some point during this stream, I'm gonna pause to cut fruit. Okay, I feel like that's a pretty good sketch of the face. One thing that really helped me with figuring out the anatomy of the face is realizing that the mouth is actually kind of inset to the jaw. Like when you smile, it doesn't spread across your face. It kind of goes inwards into your cheek. Because that's how your jaw is structured. Like your teeth are like set into your jaw. It's like a frame. I know it sounds obvious, but you won't believe how long it took me to realize it. Wait, I shouldn't be fixing stuff. Okay, no fixing. We vibe. I have no idea what to call it. I'm like a vibe coder, but with cooking. I just throw things together that taste good. You know what? That's the way to go. I think that's like natural, a good natural inclination for cooking. Like, I've also discovered that even with recipes, I tend to not follow them if I have like, I kind of have, it's not innate, but it's like, I do have some sort of sense of like, oh, if I add this, it'll also taste good. And usually I'm right. So I just do that. The only problem with cooking like that is if you really, really like something that you cooked on a whim, it's kind of like, how are you gonna replicate that later? Kind of like a calzone, methinks. What's a calzone? Calzone? Calzone is an Italian oven-baked folded pizza. Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy good. Holy shit! What? Ooh, I just had a late lunch and I'm like already getting hungry again looking at this. Wait, I'm trying to do better about actually showing the stream what I'm looking at. Here, this is what I was looking at. This looks so good. Ah, oh, food. Suddenly getting hungry again. I wouldn't call myself a foodie, but when I see good food, I just like... I want to try it. I do want to try it. I've been writing down random recipes that I come across on YouTube or like on blogs into my journal, my commonplace journal, because I hope someday I'll have the time and resources to try them out. Right now I don't. The thing about it is, like, a lot of videos I watch are in English, right? And a lot of Western recipes require an oven, and we don't really have one. So I'm like, someday I'll have an oven, and then I can try all of these. Fun fact about sleep, it's a delicate balance of not too much, not too little. You get groggy easily. It affects your mood, energy, attention, decision-making, and willpower. Most bad moods can disappear with a good night's sleep, a balanced meal, and a walk outside. Doctors were right. Those nerds, those damn doctors telling us to do things that are good for us. But yeah, no, I mean, I've noticed at last, after so many years of my life, that my will to do anything, and also my sense of whether something is worth it or not, is directly affected by how well I sleep. So if I don't get adequate sleep, the next day I'm like, nothing is worth doing. I'm a waste of air on this earth. And I'll just like waste the day away. And then if I sleep well that night, the next day I'm suddenly like, yeah, let's do like 10 things. Hi Mandy! Thank you. I'm happy to be streaming again. I've been bracing to stream at least once this week, so I have managed that. It has happened. How you been doing? You're making rice? Okay, go D. Nourish thyself. Thyself? Yes, thyself. I am not a foodie because I don't like to eat, but I do love to cook strangely. Oh. What's the strangest thing you've cooked? Luckily my wife likes food, so I get to play chef. Nice! We can balance each other out. I'm gonna see if I can remember some of the anatomy for the foot here. Hang on. We got the big inner bone, and then the outer ankle. And then we got a bone here. And the heel bone is kind of like that. Yeah. Pretty sure we have another one here. There's a set of bones that kind of go down this way, like a spiral staircase. You don't have to do this, by the way. This is not usual gesture study stuff. I'm just a nerd. And I like to test the limits of my abilities. I think my problem is I still don't have a solid understanding. You have to have a really solid understanding of something to be able to draw it from all angles. And like my problem is, I think I'm still not quite there, because whenever I try to draw a foot from like from the front, it never turns out as flat as it should be. It's always a little more top down than it should turn out. Which indicates to me that I'm not quite there yet. But we'll get there. I mean, you can only repetitively try to study something so many times before your brain is like, alright, we need to let this marinate for a few months or maybe a whole year. Oops, wrong brush. I've come to accept that. Doing these daily studies for how many years now? It's been like... I started in like 2000... 2002 or 2003? Was it 2002? So it's been a little over 3 years maybe. Anyway, yeah, that's my like biggest takeaway from doing daily studies for so long, is that learning things takes time, and sometimes you just have to let your brain process it subconsciously, and the next day things will look a little different to you. Ooh, rice. I'm having some sort of dumpling. I have no idea what filling this has. Ooh, yum. Could you take a gander? I haven't had dumpling in a while. That's a good question. I cook a lot of strange things. Habanero cheesecake sounds strange at first, but it's my specialty and it's so good. Oh yeah, you've mentioned this before. How about habanero cheesecake? I would like to try. Feet from the front are the worst. I know, right? So much more foreshortening than you expect. It's so bad. It's so strange. It's so strange. What the heck? What even are, like, if you stare at hands for too long, it's like, what the heck? And you're like kind of dissociating from your own hands. But feet are worse. 2002 was a little more than 3 years. No, oh no, I didn't say, like, okay. In my head, I was thinking 2020 something. So in my mouth was like 2000, was it 20? Like in my head, it was 23, but then I said 3. I swear I know how to do maths, guys. I can subtract into. I can add and subtract. I promise. Why are we talking about years all of a sudden? I'm trying to figure out how long I've been doing daily studies, because so I'm doing daily studies with my real life friends, right, who are also pro artists. But they only joined a year after I started on my own. So I have an extra year on however long that we've been doing the studies. Oh, here's the funny thing. On our second year, with the group, I made a little certificate, a mock joke certificate, with like gold foil and all that, as like a little reward for keeping up with the study for so long. So I do have the exact date of when we started on that. Let me check. Hang on. So 2003, April the 3rd, 2023, which means I did indeed start on my own in 2022. Probably not exactly in April, but somewhere early in the year. So I am, in fact, on my, hang on, 2022, 2023, 24, 25. I am on my 4th year, actually. Whoa. I'm gonna think about that. That's so cute, isn't it? I thought it was a really cute idea. My friend was quite happy with the gift. I do daily studies for a year for a little gold foil certificate, to be honest. Oh, would you like that, Pio? If you have a PO box, I'd love to send you one. Hold on, there's a rookie fur on my mic. You're the Juzambe. Am I? It is very... It's very, what do you say? Gratifying is not the word. It's very fulfilling to hear all of the group members. They've all told me that, like, they feel like they wouldn't be drawing the way they are now without the study. So I'm like, hell yeah. Hard work does pay off. Congrats on 4 years, thank you. If I can keep up for a year, I'll send you a PO box. Yes, do. Well, my sister arrived now. I have an excuse to stay up. Oh, War Master! I hope it's not too late. That little voice message about doing studies rings in my ear every day. You're welcome. May I suggest doing a daily study? Doing an art study? Oh, speaking of actually, like daily study stuff, I've already mentioned this multiple times, but I started streaming because I kind of wanted to foster that kind of, you know, what my study group in real life has for people, you know, other people online who might not have that kind of community. But I'm starting to realize Twitch is kind of that kind of community already. Like there are so many artists who are just getting on at least a few times a week and just drawing and getting things done and improving and having fun. And that's like Twitch has kind of been an extra like extension of that kind of community for me. I'm like, I might have to reorient what I want our community to be like. Not completely, but some rethinking I think is in order. I don't know. I don't have any concrete thoughts on it yet, but it's kind of like a little latent realization that I've come to. I'm like a chronic overthinker, so probably this won't have too much of an effect on whatever I'm doing, but I don't know. I like to think about like what it is exactly that I'm doing, what I'm making of it, if there's any way that I can reorient things a little better, you know, that kind of stuff. 'Cause, I don't know if this is like an aging thing. Maybe some of it is. I'm not even that old, but a lot of myself, like, on top of like, I think, having so much of my time being eaten up with work, it's really made me consider what exactly am I doing with my time, because it's so limited, and so is my energy and my attention. And while it's okay to just like cut loose and just like go do whatever without a single thought for a few days or so, I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I do want to try and make the best of what I have. And time is the only free thing that I have. You do have to remember to strike a balance between spending too much time thinking and actually doing things. Your commitment really is inspirational. Oh, I'm glad. I know I missed a few messages. Hang on. I mean, 1 a.m. isn't late, I think. Okay, yeah, well. No, Warmaster, it is late. Don't let us be the judges of how late it is, because I think we're all a little wonky in our time sense. 1 a.m. is definitely late. It kind of is. I've never had art friends before, so the Twitch art community has been such a wonderful place to stumble upon. I know, right? Yeah. You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like a little more lively version of DeviantArt back in the day. I know DeviantArt right now is like... yeah. I'm just gonna... I think we all know what I'm gonna say. But back in the day, it used to be... like you would see a bunch of really new artists just posting things and commenting and joining communities on the site, and just like it was a good time. DeviantArt used to be a good time. I miss those days. Like a lot of artists who are big on Twitter and Instagram right now started off on DeviantArt. I know a bunch of. I keep recognizing them. Like I'll come across an artist who's like around my age or like a little older, and I'm like, huh, yes, I know you. And good to see you're doing well after leaving DeviantArt. I did this without much thought, but let's just make a little note and then we'll move on. Sleep is a scam, just walk around your room with your eyes closed, basically the same thing. No! You gotta lie down at least. That's scientifically basically the same thing, almost. Okay, I'm just gonna make a note here. The torso shape is like the rib cage is turned. We see the neck is connecting here. So looks like the middle of the rib cage here, the sternum, or what you call it, is here. And so the rib cage is going to be split in the middle here, just here. So we are pretty much looking at mostly the side of the rib cage here, and then with the pelvis the pelvis is a little less turned away from us compared to the rib cage. So, but the pelvic bone around here. So if the center of the body had a line in it, it would be like this. Yeah. Got the pelvis. The rest of the pelvis shape is kind of like this. And you can see here, there's like this little notch here to the side, this part. That's like the under part of the rib cage, and it leads into her stomach here, actually. Like this line. And then there's another line jutting out from here. That's the side of her hip. That's just a little shape detail that I like to notice about the human body when it's turned a certain way. There are different dimensions to the stomach versus, you know, the sides of the hips. That's what I'm trying to say. English. I'm good at it. Anyway. Lord Roy, hi, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Can't stay, miss you. Merry Kima. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. Hope you have a good day. Yes, I've got my little Santa hat on. I have a hat in real life that looks exactly like this. And yes, I found it yesterday. And I put it on my head because I found it. Like, why would you not put it on your head? And then I forgot I had it on my head, and I went to work. And like every time my parents peeked into my room, they would laugh. So I was like, huh? Why are they laughing? And it took me until I finished work to realize that I still had the hat on. Didn't even realize because my room is pretty cold. So it's like, it was just nice to have a toasty head. Okay, I go to bed now before I get distracted. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Fio. Thank you again for the raid and the art tags. Can't wait to see this piece finished. Good luck with that. And also, hope you have a good day tomorrow. Good night, Fio. Glory to the master. Glory to the turnip. Wait, is there a tuck command? Unfortunately, no. Maybe I should do that. I'll add that. Let me make a note. Add a tuck command. I should also make an emote for that. Despite not being able to add that to my actual Twitch channel, we can use 7TV, I guess. The best Santa hats are knitted. Never buy the scratchy ones. Unfortunately, this one is from Daiso, but you know what? If I do have any extra red yarn left, I will knit. I'll try knitting one. Okay, we're gonna move on. I don't feel like doing more of these. I'm just trying to prevent myself from getting rusty, but I feel like the motto of next year will be this. Let's just write it down. Motto 2026 motto. Actually, drawing something. Wait, no. How would you word the difference between a study, a drawing study, and just like drawing anything else? Like actually drawing something. Actually applying the thing. Okay, applying the thing. Applying knowledge, okay. Is better than doing another study only. I mean, like, trying to apply the knowledge that you have and then doing a study based on that, I think that's the best that you can do to improve on something. But like, my problem always is that I just do studies of the thing and I never apply it. So I don't know, I think this gets sad across, like doing another study only of a thing, applying knowledge, and then doing a study of that. That's a wonky why. Yeah, let's make that the 2026 motto. MO, if you will. The modus operandi. Illustration, or just finish the thing. Yeah, you know, applying knowledge, illustration. Finished piece. There we go. Maybe read a bedtime story and sing a lullaby command too. Joke. Maybe. It'll be funny if you read a bedtime story and just like the whole script of the B movie gets copy pasted into the chat. I would have to limit that to like only once per stream though, because imagine someone spamming that. All right, let me write down the date. What's the date today? 20th. Good. The 20th of December already. That's crazy. 2025. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna turn the timer off. Let me just studio mode. Yeah. Get to that. Fishing. CSP. Transition. Look at that! I'm using the studio mode on OBS properly. Okay. I'm learning. What a cruel command. You know, I joke about it, but I've never actually watched the B movie. Okay. You know, I multiple times when I wasn't streaming, I felt the urge to actually finish this, but I wanted to show you guys how I used my lasso tool for actually shading stuff more. So I held off on it. I did make some minor adjustments to the art, but it's pretty much the same. I'll show you guys how I finish this off, and then we'll do this. I remember like explaining that I separated these sleeves from the rest of Frieren's clothes because it's annoying when you're like just going crazy, happily shading something in, and it just encroaches on another part of the clothes that have already been shaded. Like you can see, I already put in quite a bit of shading here. So sometimes when I know a part of whatever I'm drawing is like overlapping with something, even though they're the same colors, I'll cut it out and put it in a different layer, so I don't have to worry about the overlapping. And I'm free to do whatever the heck. And I can vibe. I'm like Cusco. I don't like messing up my vibe. If it gets messed up, I'll just stop and I'll do something. Like I'll probably play Arknights for the next 8 hours or something instead of finishing the thing. So I have to really think ahead and try to prevent any roadblocks like that, because I know myself too well now, and I am not reliable. Anything that puts a wrench in the flow will absolutely stop me from making any more progress. And I'm like a child. I'm like a child. Let's see. I need more reference for this. We don't get to. Okay, I'm going to assume that's like same kind of jewel thing. So whether they're overlapping or not, or if I know I'm going to want to detail this part like separately from the rest of whatever it's a part of, I'll cut that part out, like the base colors, and then, you know, make sure I don't have to worry about them. But another criteria, I know I explained this before, for whether I separate it from the other base color layers is if they're the same material or the same color. Then in that case, usually if my coloring like goes over the border or whatever shape it is, it doesn't really matter too much. So I'll just put those on the same layer. But then in this case too, if it's like, let's say these earrings were like right next to each other and they have to have a distinct like different kind of shading direction to them, like I'll put them in separate layers. But they're far enough apart, like all these parts are far enough apart, so I'm like not worried about it. I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna let myself do the thing. Like so. I think that needs to be a little more up there. And yeah. Love a self-aware queen. I'm learning a lot about myself these days. I don't know how I got through school the way I did. That was a time and a half. At least now, it's good to know that I don't have to struggle the way I did with school back in the day. It's good to know how you're wired so you can create better working environment for yourself. Yeah! I wish... I don't know. I think a lot of people with neurospiciness say this, but like I wish I knew when I was a struggling student trying to get shit done. Because I always like I don't know what happened in university. That's what that like I used to say like ugh, I fell off in uni. I hit my peak in high school and I fell off. But I think I just treaded the typical person with ADHD finally makes it to uni path, which is you lose all the structure that school forces onto you, and everything falls apart because you have ADHD. And if you don't know, then you won't know to, you know, give yourself the structure that you used to have in school. And I definitely did not. Boy, my uni grades were something. Dog with a patch is so goofy. Like, yeah, I forgot I drew that. It's just a random question I had the last time I drew this. I was like, guys, how would a dog wear pants? I think this is the correct answer. That was me. I did fine in high school and completely fell apart in college. Oh no! Handshake Mandy, I totally get you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, in my case, I did... I don't know how. I somehow did it. I did get through. I did graduate with a degree, but... I mean, got close. Got close a few times. Really got close. I think the only thing fueling me at the time was I spent so many years trying to get into this uni, and like I'll never have this opportunity again. That did not help me actually lock in, but at least I graduated. Oh, my little egg and go actually hatched. Yeah, okay, I should have had my timer on. Let's go, let's do that. Now up, start, and let's change the music. Instead of falling apart in college, I fell apart after 10th grade with every subject. Ah, mood. I almost did that in like 11th grade, I think. I think that's the one. That's the right grade. Ugh. I did like, because like in Korea, I know it's not that different for other countries too, but It really is like the atmosphere really is. If you don't make it to uni, you're gonna die. So that threat did indeed actually make me pull myself back together after almost losing my shit in high school. But it got pretty close. I was so burnt out. Wonder why oh, I'm a dumbass. I was like, why are there lines on the sleeve here? They're gaps. They're gaps in the gold lining. Okay. It's just... There we go. And we can just add that in. Nice! Easy. We'll hint at that here too. Just a little bit. I don't think... Okay, we probably do need lines. Actually, I'll take that back. Good enough. No, it doesn't feel right. The distance isn't right. Like the perspective is off. We're gonna delete. Let's get rid of those lines. And just imply it. We'll just imply it. Poor Uni-Jusan, just let her just draw pants on Dog Society. I know, right? Justice for Uni-Jusan. She should have just been allowed to draw pants dogs for 4 years. Yeah, we probably do need lines. Ooh, speaking of anime, I don't read as much shoujo as I used to, but I'm still a huge fan of shoujo manga. Did you guys see the news about Yona, Akatsuki no Yona, getting a new season, the anime? It's been dead for so long. I'd given up hope. I was like, well, that's the end of that. We're not getting a second season for Yona of the Dawn. But they just announced a new one. I don't know when it's gonna be released, but they said they're working on it. So I'm like, oh, miracles do happen. You really never know. I wonder what was going on behind the scenes. Why did they suddenly like be like? Why did it suddenly become possible? I wonder. Oh, the button also has a red jewel. I wonder how much the jewels on frieren cost. Me trying to calculate how wealthy frieren actually is. What if, like, at some point in the story, they're like, oh no, we need like $1 million, like 1,000 gold coins to fix some kind of something, or to get through this gate. And Freeman's like, only 100? Is that all you guys need? Let me know if you need more. Cause that's how being immortal works, right? In stories, like vampires are always rich. Twilight. Do you think it would be embarrassing in vampire society if you're like a really old vampire, but you're still dirt poor? They're like, what were you doing with all that time? Why didn't you like invest in Nvidia or something? Mr. Goblin was a handsome channel. Where are my immortal sugar mummies? I know, right? Where are they at? What are they doing in this economy? Don't like how the distance between these two bits are not quite the same. How would I fix that? Hold on. It's the colors. No. No. Wait. Is that? Oh wait. Okay, yeah. Then I try to avoid doing this, but sometimes you just gotta perform surgery. What I just did was I selected all of the layers that are involved in this picture. And I'm just moving them all. Does that feel about right? That feels about right. Okay. And we're just gonna go in and start fixing each part one by one. Only because this is like a very minor adjustment and anything else I'd just be like, what the fuck? No. I'm not doing that. Black lines. Actually, I don't think I quite understand the shape of this part properly in 3D space. Do we have a reference for her stuff? I think we did. Did we? Yes? No? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring one in. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for all the jerky like scrolling. My mouse scroll is broken as hell and I still can't be bothered to buy a new mouse just because of that. I mean, my left click is also broken, but it's like sometimes it doesn't work, but most of the time it does. So like, that's not a good enough reason for me to buy a new mouse. Here and stuff. My hand moves like Mrs. Incredible. Oh, it's detached. Don't pay too much attention to it. It may go a little bit too far to the left or right, but I can't be bothered to calibrate that properly. What are, wait, what is it like? It's like a gold casing around a flat jewel. I'm guessing the jewel is on both sides. Is it? Yes. Can we see the back of the figure, please? Yes. Okay. Okay. And the frieren stuff. No, it's very aerodynamic. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. Okay. That'll do. Yeah. Sorry, pants doggo. You gotta... Don't worry, there's another one underneath. Okay. what I'm getting from is that it's kind of... Maybe just that kind of shape. And like that. Yeah. That looks about right. Yeah, that looks more right. Okay, the rod itself is red too, actually. Why didn't I notice that? Anime Fever is also aerodynamic, she's just floating there. She actually is, yeah. I wish I could fly around that casually. Oops, wrong move. Okay. There we go. Let's add a little bit of shading to that. Just a little bit. Her flight and her shape too. Wait, would she be? I think that like the top of her head is maybe like her pigtails are also kind of like tapered at the top. I see it. What is that random line? Why did I put that line there? Clean it up. I'm not going to clean this up anymore than it already is, but sometimes some lines just get in the way. Not her head, somewhere lower. Huh? Huh? Worms. Doko? Wait, that's a potion that dissolves clothes. Huh? I don't get it. I don't understand. Something... I do want to add a little shading to this, but I don't know how. What kind of shading am I going for? Like under thing here? No, I think that's about all it needed. Okay. What's the flower? What the himmel's flower? What does it look like? Frieren flower. Blue moon flower. Aerodynamic, less air resistance in weight, especially under the neck. If you use a potion, yeah. Oh wait, the flowers from frieren might be based off Morning Glory? No? Oh no, I forgot Reddit is blocked. Oh know. I mean, someone else says it's supposed to be baby blue eyes. Yeah, I think that looks more about right. Baby blue eyes. Why is that so pretty? Yeah, I think that's the right one. The right flower. I surrender this pun. Your mind is too wholesome. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a pun. I didn't get it. Let's see. Okay, 5 petals. Teensy little cute. I forgot what these are called. Petal of thingies. Yes. Hi Zinan! Welcome back. How you doing? Welcome back to your... I'm assuming you're back from your trip to your house. How was the trip? Yeah, I've been trying to stream at least once this whole week, and it only happened on Saturday. It was beautiful cold and I got to catch a few stars. Nice. Add a little bit of periwinkle to the edges, I think. I think that would be pretty. But then heavy fog rolled in while I was outside. Ooh. Sounds like a true free. Oh, it does. It sounds like a free run experience. Is that little? Yeah, good enough. I also did make some very minor adjustments to the shape of Frieren's face because I feel like her jaw was backwards a little bit too much. Like her jawline used to be back here. I know it's like a really minor difference, but it made her face look a little too squarish. And when she actually has very round face. Honestly, if they'd made her look any more childish, I would not have been so into this show. I'm quite sick of the trope of like, oh, I look like I'm 12, but I'm actually 1,000 years old. Possibly the most boring trope ever. By the way, the kimchi was a success. Oh, good to hear. Hell yeah. Enjoy. You know what goes well with kimchi? Sweet potato. Baked sweet potato. Would you recommend my adventure party take a mountain trip, Xena? Yeah, tell us all about it. I just know if I did the free run challenge, I would have failed tremendously. That's the point. You gotta try and fail. And I feel like it's like a huge FU to AI. We're still drawing. Might be hard. I mean, War Master, this took me 3 turns. This is not my first attempt at this. Between the first and second turn try, where did I put it? Where's the image? Yeah, this one. This is look. This is. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's wonky. That's like it should be like. See, that was my first try, and I was like, no, that's not right. So I did a second try, and that's a little better, but it's still not looking in the right direction, you see? And like, just a reminder that I've been trying to study this angle of the head on stream for several months already. And it still took me several tries. So yeah, no, I mean, don't be afraid to try it out, One Master. That's the beauty of it. You gotta try it. And you'll have fun. It'll be a little bit funny. Possibly you'll succeed extremely, or you won't, and it doesn't matter. Because you're still better than those AI bros out there who think they're drawing. They're not. Those fools. Those plumb fools. Let me just write down, completed 20th. Yeah, I'm not fond of that trope either. I hate that trope. So I know, right? Handshake, guys. Stop making them look 12. At least make them look mature. They don't have to look old, but come on. 1,000 years and you're still not a mature, you know, thing of your specimen. Ain't no way. Or at the very least, it's just a thing. If you're gonna make them look like a child, don't put them in clothes that are like a thong and a bra. Like, at the very least, if you're gonna do that. I mean, like, the thing is, children actually are not interested in that kind of shit at that age. They haven't gone through puberty. You think they know what it means to, like... You think they're thinking about how am I gonna expose my stomach and my boobas when they're choosing clothes at that age? They're not. They're gonna choose what looks fun and colorful and comfortable. Well, sometimes not comfortable. You know, I bet a child would wear a dinosaur suit if they could. But I'm just like, you're gonna make this character be 1,000 years old in human years and, like, claim they're still a child, but they're also still dressing like a no, maybe not promiscuous, but like a confident grown woman with the body of a child. Come on. Make it make sense. Sure, especially if it's a trip that may help a character's growth. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta go out there. True, but true. I know an auntie that looks 20 but just turned 40. That's different. Look, no matter how young an adult looks, they will still look like an adult. Even with even people like, I forgot her name, but there's a content creator on YouTube who has, is it dwarfism? Some form of dwarfism. And like she may be short, but she still looks like a woman, you know? She's a grown woman. There's still a difference. I don't know. My insane cooking mind just thought, I need to make mashed sweet potato that's sprinkled with diced kimchi bits, that mixture served on top of grilled chicken. Oh, that sounds interesting. I do prefer my sweet potatoes to have a bit of chew to them, but let me know how that goes. It sounds good. Oh, you're scheduling a camping trip with the boys to the mountains. Let's go, Expo. Hope you have a good time. Also, stay safe. Let people know where you're going and how long you'll be away and all that stuff. I did try a different type of anatomy with a kicking pose. Still need improvement, even though I was told I can do great drawing. I can do great drawing detail, I think. You can! It just takes practice. Maybe off the bat you'll be pretty good, but you can get even better with a little bit of practice. You just gotta keep at it. And like I always give this piece of advice to anyone who asks about gesture drawing, but like bit of unsolicited advice. If you're trying to study a certain pose and like you have reference photos, don't just study that photo once. Do it over and over again. Who says you can't? That stuff helps. It really does. First pass, you'll be like, oh, this is hard. Second pass, you'll be like, huh, I didn't notice that bit of detail about this pose. And you'll start learning. That's how it happens. Don't move on to the next one. Like, I mean, if you're sick of it, sure, do it. But if you still think you can do better at it, absolutely, give it a go. And it doesn't even have to be like a 100% detailed, like, full effort study either. You can just do the same old 10-second or 30-second gesture of the same pose over and over again, and you'll still learn something. I'm speaking from experience, I'm telling you. In my opinion, exploring a character who is trapped in the body of a child and yearns to grow up is interesting, but sexualizing them as part of that exploration is just gross. Yeah. No, I mean, like, my question is, if you're physically, if you are immortal and you're like 1,000 years old, and, you know, it just so happens that it takes you that long to mature, if you're physiologically a child, that also means your brain development is around that too. I'm just saying, shouldn't it be? Why is there a difference? So maybe you could explore, like, what is it like to be stuck as both mentally and like bodily a child, but there's the cognitive dissonance between knowing that you're this old, but, you know, stuff. I'm just saying, like, you can get so much more depth out of it than just like sexualizing them. If you're physically, like, if your body looks like a child, you know, why isn't your mind also, why isn't your brain also? I'm just saying. Unless it's like the trope is that, you know, they just don't develop into looking like an adult. Or just like the species tends to just look like children. I don't know. Maybe it's a little strange to say, I don't know, after, you know, hotly arguing something like that. I do suppose if you have 1,000 years to think, even with the body of a child, you would still have more mental capacity than a child who was a child for only 5 years. So that could be explored, but I'm still kind of like, I think there's still more of a balance to be struck in that kind of situation. You can't, I don't know, it sounds a little strange to me for that character to be like a full-grown adult in a child's body. But, you know, anyone who knows more about child development would have better things to say than me. Charlene Yi is 39. Make it make sense, biology. Who's Charlene Yi? And they're using their body's urges to justify being romantically involved with people their body's age. I'm looking at you, Oshinoko. Oh no, yeah, right? Yeah. Good point. Baby Yoda will outlive us all and still struggle with fractions. That's an amazing concept. Oh, Charlene Yi. Wait, she's 39? But I mean, I do see it, yeah. No, I mean, as an Asian person, I kind of see it. Like, not, maybe she does look young, but like looking closer, it's like, yeah. In her 30s. And like, there's a difference between having like features that look young and like actual traits of like being young. There's a difference. Nah, your system needs it. The more you get riled up now, the calmer you'll be when expressing and exploring that opinion further. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I did just now. I was like, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, wait, hang on. But, you know, what Mandy said could also make sense if you were to explore it in this way. I like women, not girls. I don't understand the only fixation, right? I don't know. I think we're supposed to not understand that, to be fair. I think a character that's chronologically old but physically and mentally a child is okay. A character who's chronologically old, mentally an adult, and physically a child needs to be handled carefully and not sexually. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree, Matty. I think that's what I was trying to get to, but I didn't have the mental capacity right now to get at. Yeah, it needs to be. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But the unfortunate thing is people who do try to do the latter usually don't care about handling it well. It's usually much more nefarious. I don't know if it looks like I'm doing anything to you guys, but I'm like chipping away at the details a bit. There's some things that I don't like about it. Just a few. What is that? Why is there a random gray line going through her ear? Clean that up. A character that's chronologically and mentally old and uses that as, oh, it's fine, they're an adult justification for their skimpy outfit or intimate relations with other characters is a no-no in my book. Handshake, absolutely, I agree. I actually really like details like this. It like the line doesn't line up exactly with the color underneath, but I think that gives it a lot of character. I like that kind of stuff. Okay, I actually think I'm done with this, so let's put that in a separate file. Also, I want to just center this. Maybe I'll turn that white. Oops. Yeah. Turn that off. Whoops. I'll also separate this layer. And whoops. Wait, huh? Oh, accidentally chose them. Where's the background layer? Oh! Alright, so this is... Okay. I should probably just... Yeah... Oh. Wrong move, apparently. And build that up. And we can move that over. I don't know about the composition of that. I'm not gonna get rid of it. Maybe just... Your art is so gorgeous and hope they accuse you that... I think my mind is telling me to try to sleep. Good night, y'all. I'll try to fix my sleep. Yay! Good job, War Master. Good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. I returned, we had mandu. Nice! Yum, 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 yum. Oh yeah, is it crispy or soft and chewy? Yeah, good question, Expo. Excellent question. Actually, I think this is better off not being so long. Unless... Unless... We could, where's the... Is it this one? No. And... Unless you had a bit of an idea. Raise that up a little. Steve, those are giant bowl ones. Yeah! Yum yum. Am I weird for eating mandu in this manner? If I'm served 4, I will eat 2 straight up and 2 with a little dipping or sauce. No, no, you're not weird at all. I would do that too. You gotta savor the taste of the mandu itself, and then you add a little soy sauce for some extra thingy. Like if you go in soy sauce first, it's like your taste buds are covered by the sauce, and you miss out on like the original taste of the mandu. Yeah. And this like, or usually there's usually like already some amount of salt, like seasoning in there. Okay. That looks intentional enough. What the heck? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna... This is done. Let's do this. What time? 4? 4 p.m? 5 p.m. already. You know what time it is? Now that I'm done with this, it's time for me to cut some fruit. And then I'll probably take a pee break. Here's some fruit cutting ASMR when you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Right now I am cutting an apple. Oh, you also like tanjan, sweet and salty after each other. We call that tanjan in Korea. Tanjan. It's slang, of course, but it's just funny that everyone has the same idea. Oh, thank you for the save. I do compulsively save, but like I do need the reminder. Let me just spam the save button just in case. Also, anyone who has Clip Studio, remember your login bonus. I have this habit of opening the Clip Studio app, not like the paint, the drawing window itself, but like the app thing that shows you the asset store and like tutorials and stuff. So it's just, I see it every day anyways, but sometimes I do need the reminder. Okay, that's apples cut. I also have an orange. I'm just putting these into a Tupperware container. There's a login bonus. There is! Guys, log in! I see. I should probably post a reminder in our Discord every day. You never open that thing. It's I used to not open it at all, but the hub for managing works, the Manage Works hub has actually been pretty useful to me because it gathers all my recently opened files, even though they're in different folders. So it'll remind me of stuff that I'm neglecting. Wonder if I can get it to ignore certain folders because I don't want my work files to show here. I'll figure that out later. I need to cut my orange. Helpful reminder, you are now consciously breathing. No, Expo, no! Don't make me think about it. Stop! Not gonna lie, I am still very overwhelmed with the UI of Clip Studio. You'll get it, Zenon. Don't think about anything else. Just figure out what brushes you like. I think that's a good start. Don't try to like figure everything out. Just like draw something, and every time you need something, just search that. And then if you can't search it, you can ask me or anyone else. Literally anyone else who uses Clip Studio. To be fair, that was also me with Photoshop. You know, I still do not understand Photoshop. And I don't think I ever will because I hate how brushes behave in Photoshop. This is like one of my ask me about it and I will always rant about it thing. Like, Photoshop, their brush engine is just... I hate it. I think it hates me too. So it's mutual hate. No love there. No love lost between us. It is, I mean, Photoshop is very, it's, if you're editing stuff, like, if you're designing, then yeah, Photoshop is pretty great. For drawing and painting, however, I do not like it at all. We can't be friends. You'll only ever need 3 to 5 buttons tops. Yeah, like, unless you're, like, trying to whiz about doing fast webtoon work, I don't think you'll need, more than just, like, a brush you like, maybe 2 or 4 brushes you like. A rudimentary understanding of how brushes work, like, things you can adjust to make the brush work better for you in Clip Studio is also very helpful. Maybe learning to use the text tool, maybe the rulers, and then the select tools. That's basically it. And then every now and then you'll pick up a fancy brush that you'll try out maybe 5 times. Honestly, I am following the tutorial book I bought from Broken Draws in my sketchpad and pencil. Broken Draws? Who's that? Who that? CSP tutorial stream when? I mean, I'd be happy to, but I don't know exactly what you guys want to know. I will do a video, not a stream, but like maybe I will just stream that and turn it into a video. But I am planning to do a little guide on how exactly you're supposed to use assets from the store, because it's been a problem for me. Before I started webtoon work, I never knew how to get assets to look natural, like naturally part of my drawings. So I end up just not using anything I downloaded. But it's just a matter of, one, transforming the stuff so it looks in correct perspective, and 2, managing the details in whatever asset you got so it looks like around the same level as your art style. And like, I understand some of what I just said sounds like hodgepodge, like you don't really understand what the hell I'm talking about. So it would be, I think, fun to explain some of that for you guys. Jusan and Photoshop lovers to enemies. Not even. It was tentative neighborhood kiddos to enemies. I use Sucreme on default. Oh, Sucreme pen. No, the pen and pencils from Sucreme are pretty okay. I don't know why I stopped using them. I think I just figured out I prefer different brushes. Yeah. Sometimes I'll go back because I like the texture in them. He's a YouTuber and I posted his book in the forest. Oh, I see. I will check it out later. I downloaded Sucream and the texture is so nice, but I'm too heavy-handed to use it on default. I tried copying the pressure line of another brush I like, but it doesn't behave the same. Ah, too heavy-handed to use it on default. If you would like, Mandy, I can figure it out with you, but if you're fine with what you have, I mean, forget it. I mean, the illusion that some brushes will change the game for you is like, sometimes it's true and sometimes, most of the time it's not. If you already have something that works for you, you don't need another brush. By the way, would anyone like to be part of my dainty little Discord server? I don't know if it's appropriate. No, you're fine, Zenon. Absolutely, guys, if you want. Zenon's got some funny emotes in there. I like the squeeze one. Shaky one. Feel free to link in if you like. I just have links enabled because it's not like I get a lot of trouble in this stream yet. Like, I haven't had any trouble. First sign of trouble, I'm shutting that shit down. But a paintbrush with good blending is all I need. You know, you can make any paintbrush on Clip Studio have good blending. Unless like the brush tip shape of it isn't very recipient to it, but that's like rare. Oh, I'm absolutely a brush hoarder. There's probably 10 pencils that already work for me and another 800 that don't, but I have anyway. But if I see brush with nice textures, I get it. Mood, same. Oh my gosh. Mandy, the size of my Clip Studio folder, you know, like the program puts away all your assets into like a bunch of folders in one main folder in your user profile, like on your PC. That shit is so fat. And I have a habit of backing it up every now and then because, like, what if something gets deleted and I accidentally get rid of it from my CSP2? Like, I need that. So I back it up, and like every time it's like 5 gigabytes bigger than it used to be. No worries, Zenon. Absolutely, you're welcome. You're welcome to promo your stuff here if you're a friend. I don't mind at all. And also, I finished cutting and peeling my fruit, but I do need to go piss. So I will be back in 5 minutes. Let me just... I mean, I say 5, but probably 10. Where's my mic? I'll be back, guys. Here. BRB 10. I'm pretty sure I put BRB 10. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. See ya. Y'all go take a break to stretch, drink, save if you're working on something. I'll be back. 8 seconds left. And then there she goes. Okay, I'm back. I would like some hot soup and mandu. Oh my gosh, we don't have any of it. We don't keep mandu in the fridge here. We should. Thank you. Handshake with fellow brush hoarders. Handshake, handshake. Can't stop, won't stop. This is the cheapest form of being a shopaholic that I can afford. I'm trying to think. I'm actually not feeling finishing this right now. We'll do it on another stream. Let's just do that. I mean, I'm already happy with having this thing. What else do we spend our login bonus clippy on? I know, exactly. Exactly. We have these clippies. Where are we supposed to use them? Where's my other... Which one? So put her up. Put her up there. I forgot this is part of my... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have moved that. Sorry, I'm just fixing this file. I wasn't supposed to do that. Okay. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's fine. Okay, that's fixed. Yeah, oh, I was saying, I forgot this is part of my head studies file. I have a bunch of other heads drawn here. Like this, and this, and this. Oh my gosh, so much information. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this on a different stream. This is... okay. Let's move on to my doodle. Look at this. My Oxnard's doodle. So this character is Radian from Arknights. She landed in the international server recently. And I'm already a huge fan because her voice actor is really good. I like her voice actor. Like, her character seems to be very nice, and she's also very useful. And I like her design and the whole package. Apparently she made waves in the other servers before she landed in international. Or so Reddit tells me. Juzan isn't a headhunter, she's a head student. Studier? I can't English. No, fair. It's okay. What would it be? Studier? Headhunter? Studier? I don't know. A student of the head? No, that sounds wrong. There we go. Oh, oof. I noticed after I posted this study in our in my Discord that her torso looked a little too long. Usually, if your pelvis is like bent forward and upwards a little bit like that, it gets a little shorter. It should be around here, actually. Yeah, that looks about right. And now I have to fix it. But I'm trying to develop... Well, I don't know if develop is too dramatic a word for it, but try to figure out to what levels of lazy can I get with a sketch and the colors, just enough that I can just do it often, casually, and just post it for fun. Because I want to do more of that. You know, back in the day, I used to only draw fan art. And those were the days. I do miss it. But I found that on top of doing paid pieces, which I am eternally grateful for, and I love challenging myself with commissions. Oh, guys, have I shown you guys my last finished commission? I finished one for Bunny, and I feel like I really pushed myself with both Zinan's and Bunny's commissions. I'm really proud of it. Please look at it. Hang on. Look at that! I drew this. let me make sure you guys can see the whole piece. You guys remember when this was just line art? Just a sketch? I don't want to call it line art. I drew a tree and roots and like a whole stone throne and all that. This is 100% me. Well, maybe the berries were a brush, but I couldn't be bothered to do those, so let's fit that in there again. But yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of this and the drawing I did for Zenan. I can't believe I can now. I think I can confidently say now that I can do backgrounds. And I think I'm very close, or I figured out what kind of style I want to go with. Not just for commissions, but just like in general. So this was very smooth. The process was quite smooth. I just needed more energy and time. This is such a tiny part, but my favorite part is of the eyes. Like they're very, like they're barely like 1% of the whole picture, but I like how I did the eyes. And that's it. Thanks for looking, guys. Thanks, guys. Backgrounds are definitely something I still gotta work on. The same. I mean, these took way longer than I hoped they would. I still have to full on like make my brain overclock to do these. So I'm hoping with more commissions it'll get easier. It will. You know what? I'm not just hoping. I know it will. So just gotta keep up with it. Wait, what messages am I missing? Hang on. I would kneel for many reasons. Hell yeah. I mean, I would too for this character. She's pretty cool. That's it. She's Bunny's OC, Siegfried. As a marriage proposal. I see what you mean, Axel. Yeah, completely. This made such beautiful art that I had it printed and posted on my wall. Yeah, the print looks so cool. Dang. I should consider printing some of my own art. I mean, I did print this as a postcard. Hang on. Oh, speaking of, another thing that I have to draw. I kind of challenge myself at the end of every year to do a Lunar New Year zodiac themed illustration for the new year. And next year is the Red Horse, so I need to do that. This was where's the full thing? Don't laugh at how the character is wrong. I missed a dot here. It's supposed to be like that, but this was for the Lunar New Year of 2025. Yeah, and because this is the year of the blue snake. And it also happened to, I mean, I think I already explained this, but it also happened to line up with the themes in this character's story so well, so I drew that. Yeah, looking at this is kind of like the prototype of the style that I'm settling into these days. Yeah. yeah, so I got to do something similar. I printed this as a postcard, and the yellow thread here and the sparkle, it's in gold foil, which was really expensive. Don't consider printing stuff in foil, guys, unless you have the money for it. But yeah, I'm gonna make one for next year, hopefully in time. Luckily, Lunar New Year isn't until February, like February next year, so I still have some time. But you know, that on top of new commissions, personal projects, I've got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of work cut out for me for the coming year. It's a blessing, and I'm excited. After I get my own place, I'm putting out the fish emote. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta show us if you do that. Ooh, guys, I have so much ideas for us as like a community on my streams, but not enough time. I have to make money to pay for heating. I still do. And I have like some personal projects that I've been meaning to get done, and like I feel like if I don't jump on this, it'll fade into obscurity forever. But then I also want to do stuff for our community, and I have so many ideas. Not enough time. At least when the webtoon that I'm working for goes on hiatus again, there's so many things that I want to get done. I'm gonna make myself so busy, and I'm gonna be so happy. I'll have more time for fun stuff. Right now, I really have to pick and choose. I have to be like, well, half of my days are already gonna be occupied with webtoon work, so I really have to ration what I'm doing. And right now, that's getting commissions done so I can afford heating. Oh, speaking of, I would like to thank Bunny, Zinan, Alex, and also TM for commissioning me, because thanks to y'all believing in me and commissioning me from the get-go, I was able to apply for VGen verification, artist verification already. I thought it would take a little bit longer, but yeah, look at that, just one batch and I was able to just apply. And yeah, I'm waiting for the result in up to 2 months, but I've heard it can take a little bit longer. So once that's done, I will make an official announcement just to let you guys know. Let's go, yeah. Is this Hangul? I recognize nothing. Wait, what Hangul? Oh, yeah, it was Hanja. The characters from this one. Yes. I'll be honest, I forgot how to read these. Cup. It was cup something yun. Cup something yun. Because we have specific names for each zodiac year. What's it called? Ilsanyeon. Yeah, this year is Ilsanyeon. So this is pronounced Ilsanyeon in Korean. You know, I had to resubmit the image because I sent it into the printers without the extra dot that was missing here. And I was like, wait. I got it wrong. I got the hanja wrong. I bet the manufacturer was like, the printers were like, she's missing a dot here. Time to find Jisan to work on our personal projects. Oh, you're already doing it, Zinan. At the very least, you're already funding a lot of my heating costs. Never thought I'd be happy to hear that a webtoon is going on hiatus, right? Yeah. I am like I don't know. My hope is to raise my prices a little bit more as we go, but I still feel like it's not justified for me because I don't have that much of a reputation yet. You know, someday I'll be able to up the prices enough for it to like actually allow me some time off work. But I do know it's like rare to be able to do that off of just commissions, so I'm just like, I'm trying to think, what can I do? Just many thoughts. I just finished my soup and mandu. My hands have somehow gotten a handful of almonds. Nice! Is it nearing nap time for you? Trying not to make this too detailed or clean. We're just vibing. I will be honest, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. Oh, yeah, definitely nap time for you soon, Zenon. Let's go. No, Expo, no! Bad! 3 hours of sleep, bad! No, let's go. Sit down. Lie down. I was laying on grass outside for over 2 hours at like 1 AM. That does feel very healing. Kind of sounds similar to when I was cleaning. I had to shovel snow the other month. Not month. Like 2 weeks ago, I was shoveling snow, and I told Zenon about this, but it was actually a really lovely night. I usually hate the cold, and I also hate shoveling snow, but there was like I was just shoveling. The neighborhood was quiet. My neighbor, one of my neighbors, was out shoveling snow too, so it was kind of like we were having a conversation in shoveling. Like, he was scraping and then I would scrape, and like it would be quiet. But also I could hear children across from where I live just shouting and playing in the snow, and that really added to the ambiance. And then you know, I was really getting into the shoveling. It was quite invigorating, actually. I do see why some people are like, let's open the windows and get that cold, fresh air in when it's winter. I kind of get it now. But yeah, I was just there shoveling, getting the driveway cleared up, and then there was a gust of wind. Like, the sky was very clear too. I had a conversation with my neighbor, and he was like, the stars are out, and I was like, oh hey, you're right. And we were like, it was the night before our full moon, so it was like even nicer than it usually would have been. And then while I was at it, there was a gust of wind, and a bunch of snow just flurried around from like all the plants around me, and it was just I was standing under a lamppost. It was beautiful. It's I really stopped shoveling for like a few minutes there. It just stood there, and like I was looking up at the sky, and I was like, yeah, huh. I feel alive. This is a nice moment. I think that was around the time I noticed that, you know, there were kids playing out in the snow too. Life goes on. felt so connecting. I asked the universe a few things. It feels so grounding. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what I would also. That's how I would describe my experience. Very grounding. I guess it also helped that I was doing something physical. The sounds of life, yeah. Sounds lovely. Moments like that are hard to put into words, but I can picture it perfectly. Yeah. Yeah. Like if I were to get poetic, it kind of feels like winter was breathing on me. Like the gust of wind really looked like a breath with all the snow flurry in it. Really cool. I was also admiring how the snow was contrasting against how dark the night was. So a bit of a artist moment there too. Actually, I need reference for this character's gloves. So yeah, next time if you guys are out. You know, I told Xenon this too, but like Xenon had already mentioned it to me, but there's studies about like how looking up at the sky can help you both mentally, emotionally, and creatively. Because like there's also studies that living in places with high ceilings also helps with creativity. Like if you live in a cramped place, you feel cramped. But yeah. Yeah, just take a moment. If you're outside, just stop for like a second. Not in the middle of the road, somewhere safe. Just stop and look up for a bit. Notice if there's any clouds today, or if you can see stars. I get what, you know, the older I get, the more I understand people who are just like, nice weather today, eh? Not a cloud in the sky. Bunch of their gloves. Hold on. This is our dear Radian... Radian... I don't know, girl. I don't know how your name is pronounced. She's got gloves on. I'm not sure how this works. It looks like there are crisscrossed straps on her. That's what... I don't understand. Imagine stopping in the middle of the road. Yeah, no, don't do that. Nothing can stop me from being in the middle of the road. Roy being a menace. You dare run over this turnip? You dare! I'm taking a gander at the design. I honestly don't understand what's going on here, but whatever. Exactly, the whole nice weather today, right? Yeah, I get it. So true, good weather is so underrated. And then when it's bad, you're like, oh, it's like, oh, it's snowing so hard out there. And you're like, yeah, yeah, it is snowing hard out there. I am the traffic stopping cars, stopping the whole traffic. Even bad weather can be grounding, yeah. I mean, I found that miserable weather doesn't have to be completely miserable. I used to be like when it's like really cold, or just like, you know, I usually have a problem with the cold. But like I used to just hunker up and just sit miserably in my little corner of the room and just like complain and be seasonally depressed. But I realized now that I can do something about it, which is like, it sounds so obvious, but also like when you're really in it, it's hard to get up and fix things. So like I'm learning to, like, before things get that bad, I'm learning to make myself a hot cup of tea. Just put on I don't know, put on a song or something, and just like not like it's not worth being so depressed just because I want to save some money on heating. I'm learning. It's not worth it. I would rather be a few, you know, a few months worth of salary short than have a few more dollars and just like be miserable in my own house. And also quite sick, actually. Luckily I don't I'm still like quite young, so I don't fall sick just from a bit of cold. But my parents are getting on with their age, and it's not, doesn't feel good to be like, oh, we need to save on heating, and then, you know, one of them falls sick. It's not worth it. I summoned the traffic. Oh, damn. Imagine that being a game skill. Just summon traffic. But when bad weather hits, you feel so cozy messing around indoors. That is if the indoors is warm. Yeah. If you allow yourself some heating. Avatar only mastered bending the 4 elements. Roy is a traffic bender, hell yeah. Majesty. Me and my old raggedy bones. Oh, Xenon. You watch out. I know you have some trouble with your immune system. Understandably. Take care of yourself. D can tell you about tactical breach wizards. There was a traffic warlock. It was very funny. Oh really? Oh no, I missed that part. I tried to sit in on some of the tactical breach wizards streams, but I know I missed a lot. Oh jeez. Ah heck. I missed the traffic warlock. If I can figure out these gloves, then I can move on to the coloring. Oh my gosh, what is going on? There's it. I'm just gonna take a guess. What the heck? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you guys hear my dog barking? Good enough. I'm slowly passing out. Thank you for letting me vibe here. Of course. Thanks for hanging out with us, Zenon. Don't push yourself. Go rest. Oh. Did you guys know if you press tab, your tool windows will disappear on Clip Studio? I keep doing that because my shortcuts are all near the tab button. Oh well. Yes, we hear the sweetest thing. Ah, enjoy her barking before you go. Rest well, Xenon. I was thinking, if this doesn't take too long, I do want to get in a bit of Deltarune. But like, I also have to eat dinner in a bit. How often do people do like dinner BRBs? Is that a thing? Is it weird to leave a stream on as you go eat for dinner? Like pee breaks sound reasonable, maybe some poop breaks, but I don't know if dinner and lunch breaks are a thing. Because I feel like most people would just leave. Some people do that, huh? I see. Me trying to hold on to the world of the waking. No, go Xenon, it's okay. I'll figure it out. Some people will straight up leave streams on while they sleep. Alright, maybe... Dinner is sacred time. Please enjoy it without being worried about my viewership. Oh, true. True. Maybe, you know what? Maybe, yeah, my mindset is wrong. Who cares? If I want to leave it on for dinner, I'll do that. You're right. You're right, Expo. It's just when I turn a stream off, when I end a stream, I'm like, that's it. Bye. I'm not turning that thing back on. So honestly, breaks for any reason are properly a thing. Yeah. Okay, good to know. It's not unheard of. It's just do whatever I want. That's right. Yeah, I'm a strong independent streamer. I can do whatever I want. I kind of don't understand how her jacket works because it looks like in here. You see this little flap here? Oops. This flap here. It looks like there's another long tail part flap to her jacket that cuts off here. But like in this, you don't really see it. So I don't quite understand what's going on. Also, I think it's really cute that she has like a plug tail. Very cute. Leave the stream on, but with a custom KK slider cover, I'm never gonna give you up. The urge to do that. Maybe. Good enough. Alright, what are these little... So this character uses summons, and they're a bunch of fish that are holding guns. Do you see this? It's so goofy. I love it. And they're like, they're not even weak. They're pretty decent. They're like, she's a good unit. So it's just so funny that her gimmick is just fish holding guns. Oh, I'm a huge fan. I'll be your outfit. We fit together. Our passion is full of electricity. Please, I am wholesome. Yeah, totally, yeah. Not thinking about your appreciation of shoes. Yeah, just shoes. Cool kicks, that's it. Hey, hold on. You go sniff him in a private corner, okay? Does that look shapy enough? I don't know how... Hang on. Something about the shape is a little off. The tail has to be... Yes. Get in there. Actually, I think the tail needs to be smaller. Like this. I also made it look like way. like the crying fish thing, because I mean none of them are crying, but this is my drawing. If we're in the Arknight's verse, he would be one of Radiant's units, Radiant summons. And he'd just be crying while holding a gun. Imagine dying to a fish, a crying fish that's holding a gun. Embarrassing. My 2 work modes are number 1, trial and error, and number 2, deep observation. Doing them at the same time overloads my brain. Yeah, same, honestly. Isn't it kind of like... I feel like I switch between them very quickly. Also, I have trouble doing the deep observation thing when I'm streaming. Streamer brain. I feel like the shape of that is a little off. Oh, I should fish too. Since we are drawing a fish. Mechanical fish, but fish nonetheless. Fish. Huge pygmy corridor. Pygmy corridors are cute. I think anyone who has gone fishing deserves to fall by the barrel of fish's bar. So all of us? Our whole community? We're all getting revenged. Let's make these angry. Where's the arm coming from? So many questions. Look at that. That's a whole... I can't stop laughing at this goofy ass fish. And the fact that this got approved is... I love it. Good thing I can't stand the taste of fish. The rest of you are not surviving the marine uprising. Yeah, I'm definitely not. I'll have like literally all the possible edible fish coming after me. Except maybe pufferfish. I love fish. I love seafood. Yeah, I said it. They're gonna come for me. Maybe the formation should be... like, yeah. This is the correct formation. I'll just, I think I'll make her sit on like a suitcase or something. Yeah. Real quick. No fuss. I saw a game trailer where it's just Dark Souls, but with dinosaurs holding huge swords in their mouth. Amazing. Amazing. What? It reminds me of the crab game, the crab Dark Souls game. Oh, that's so funny. Dinosaurs. Fish with gun is quaint in comparison. True, true. Yeah, we need to scale up. We need like sharks with guns and giant squids with each gun, like a gun in each of its tentacles. Wes has seen the dino trailer. Oh, what did he think? What did he think of it? Is it Wes approved? He thinks it's hilarious. Hell yeah. I don't remember if the game ever actually launched yet though. Hopefully soon. Hopefully it goes through. Sounds like a good time. Okay, as minimal fuss as possible. Let's just leave it at that, okay. Maybe we'll have like... Oh, her tail! Yeah, let's add her tail. And... just want to bulk up the buckles here. Her arms. I forgot her extra arms. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, figure it out. I have ideas. Dino Blade demo on Steam. Final boss is a giant T-Rex using a small ankylosaurus as a mace. That's great. I love it. How did it gets better? How did it get even better? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh. Ooh, I hope one of the big streamers plays it. Oh, I almost added a sixth finger. I swear I'm not AI, guys. I hate that shit. Did you know I've seen artists, like real artists, actually get accused of using AI because they accidentally drew a sixth finger, and like I did that too before. I get it. It's so painful. Now we have to worry about that. But it was an honest mistake. Sometimes you get too into drawing the fingers and you're like, oh yeah, let's add another one. And it's just one too many. Yeah, Moist Crickle played it last month. Oh, let's go! Did he sound actually enthusiastic for once? He always sounds so deadpan. Deadpan. My favorite is when someone is like, this hand has 6 fingers, it's AI, and the artist is like, that's the thumb. Oh! Yeah. When AI accusers don't even know how to read a picture. There was a similar one on my Korean timeline where the shape of the legs was hidden with a stiff pleated skirt material. So people were like, the anatomy's wrong, and someone had to trace how the body was posed underneath the skirt for them to shut up. And I was just like, oh gosh. Just like, not only is media literacy going down, like visual literacy altogether, like all around, it's dropping. It's so painful. Why? I should probably change the title of my... Okay, done. Ban out of Grunkle Ford from Gravity Falls is doomed to fail, right? Are people gonna be like, ooh, there's AI to him too? I wonder if it's already happened. Like someone who hasn't watched it, or like, this is AI, and the whole fandom has to step up. I bet it's already happened. Need this finger to bend back a little. Yeah. Yeah, let's look. I don't know if you guys can even see. Sorry, I'm like vibing. No sketch, we ball. This sketch is the line art. The day I get accused for using AI, I will fold like a house of cards and cry and remove myself from the internet. No, Roy! We'll come out in droves to defend you. Those fools. AI confuses the layman. Layman accuses everything is fake art to protect artists. Accuses the very artist for using AI. Artists hate drawing for laymen. AI feels power vacuum. This Game of Thrones level of scheming. I know, right? I mean, part of me is like, I doubt these AI bros are that smart. But another part of me is like, yeah, I mean, this thing is bigger than we are. And sometimes I believe conspiracies. This is why I'm kind of like, you know, I think streaming is kind of like a double-edged sword, because I've heard of like, I've heard stories about that artist whose work in progress, they were streaming it and someone stole it from the stream. They just screenshotted it and put it through AI and claimed they drew it. Like, there's that, but also if you're streaming actually drawing live, there's no better defense for someone's like, you're using AI. It's like, bro, I stream. Go look at my streams. What is this sleeve supposed to look like, actually? I don't understand the sleeve. Look at... oh, it's a jacket. Alexia, hi! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hey, yeah, bubble burst, please. Yeah, I want that shit burst right pronto. Like yesterday. That's criminal, right? That pissed me off so bad. Whoever did it, I hope they lost a toenail. And that's crazy because you can just show the VOD, right? But someone did that. Someone actually did it. Don't understand how this sleep works. Just vibing, just trying to vibe. Don't take it too seriously, Jusan. I have to study more stiff materials actually. I'm not used to drawing stuff like this. No, death only. Toenail is a small price. Yeah. Maybe like an infection from the toenail, and then they get sepsis, and then I'm just done with food trail. I am stuffed. Hosted a friend from Aussie. Oh, nice. Hope you guys are having a good time. Bread Talk is doing butter mochi. It's not bad. I recommend trying. Ooh. Butter mochi. Sounds great. Oh my god. I'm getting hungry. I gotta go eat dinner soon, and then we'll Deltarune. It's not just AI, bros. My thing is comic dubs that edit someone else's comic using Google Slides, then credits the artist at the very bottom of the description. Dude. There's the thing that Amazon did too, right? Was it Banana Fish? Where they did AI dubbing? Like, what the fuck? There was also there's also people have been coloring manga with AI, which like I've always been originally kind of like against people coloring manga pages, but like if they keep it to themselves, who cares? But I'm like, you all are missing out on all the line work. The colors are covering up the beautiful lines that the mangaka put down. You guys suck. You don't know how to appreciate good art. Like, I get it if maybe I could give a concession to people who read it in black and white, and then they just go look at colored versions and just be like, oh yeah, I mean, this version's nice too. But I know some people out there will only read manga that's been colored. I'm like, what the fuck? AI bros can't generate fake art if they don't have fingers. Just kidding. For the record, we're just kidding. But I also agree. You know, hypothetically, if they didn't have fingers. It's a Hawaiian dessert. Is it? What, butter mochi? Barbecue hot pot dinner. Let's go! Feed yourself. Enjoy. Today's full-blown food day, hell yeah. Oh, it's a Hawaiian dessert. Wait, butter mochi? Hawaiian dessert. Meeting of cultures. To be fair, anime that have poor compositing also ruin perfectly good drawings and animations. JJK season 1 versus season 2, for example. Hey JJK, by the way. Oh, wait, what's compositing? That reminds me of like, isn't there an AI that'll like add extra frames to anime to make it extra smooth, air quote, and it just makes it look like shit? And sometimes I'll see GIFs that are made from that filtered anime, and I'm like, it looks bad. It's disgusting. Sounds delish. I love when my investment into a friendship turns out profits like free hot pots. I don't know about well, but I'm eating milk chocolate salted caramel macadamias at the moment. Ah, oh, yum yum, enjoy! Wow, that sounds so good. I love macadamia nuts. You know, I only discovered macadamias are native to Australia until after I left Australia. Also, if I can figure this sleeve out, I'd be very happy. Thank you. I don't like the shape of this. I can't figure it out. Okay, I should make a note. Study thick jackets. I was going to write today off as a rubbish day, but I went to a TCM shop and they had hot herbal tea freshly bottled for sale, and I'm like, okay, today isn't so bad. Nice! It's the small things in it. It's the small things in it. TVP bombed a lot of my favorite items. No! Bring him back! Reminds me of how Korean Burger King got rid of the mushroom burger for a while for some reason. And that's the only burger I get at Burger King. So I've not been back in a while. I guess Pain AU isn't so bad. More delicious herbal tea for Roy. Compositing is adding lighting and fog and particle effects, like making a drawing of lightning glow or window look overexposed from the sun. Ah, I see. Compositing goes hard, huh? I feel like a lot of animes these days do that too much. There's not enough contrast between the lines and like the backgrounds. Do you know what I mean? They make it too shiny and they overuse gradients, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not a fan of how modern anime stylization has evolved. No, not the Shrooms Burger, right? But luckily they brought it back this year. Around sometime this year, they just brought it back out of nowhere. So, you know, next time I'm in the city, I'm gonna get some. But yeah, I missed it while it was gone. Oh gosh. Gosh, I can't figure this out. I haven't drawn, like, this kind of material before. Maybe I need to look it up. Pinterest. Windbreaker jacket. I think that's what it is. No, I didn't click that. Go back. Windbreaker jacket. Someone said sail to me and I just went sasalele for 5 minutes. Real. Same, that's the exact reflex I have. I'm an infant handshake, dude. Like half the time, anything going through my brain is either a Vine reference or just some meme out there. I can't help it. I don't know why my brain is like this. I grew up on the internet. I know what you mean. My jaw also drops to the floor every time I watch a new Demon Slayer episode. I feel like they stylized and also just like they designed Demon Slayer animation pretty well, in my opinion. I think that's like a better example compared to others. We are all born from a long line of grocery store coupon using women. Sasalere. Hold on. Excuse me while I stare at windbreaker jackets. Oh, this looks good. This looks about right. What is this? Windproof jacket, water resistant, lightweight, loose outdoor. There are so many shop listings on Pinterest now. Like I see a good photo of a product. Like I don't care that it's a product. Just let me look at the photo up close. But whenever I click it, like to look at it up close, it takes me to the shop instead of showing me the picture, which is it's mildly infuriating. Can we get a photo of this person raising their arm in the sleeve, please? I would like that. By the by, any thoughts on fashion just that? I get the impression Koreans scrutinize outfits and faces with a standard I can't grasp. I think I'm a bad person to ask because I don't dress myself too much. I'm like, I have an aesthetic interest in fashion, but I don't really care about it that much in real life. You know what I mean? I'll look at really good fashion and I want to draw it, and I would also like to know a little bit more about it, but when I'm dressing myself, I don't think like, oh, I want to look this way. I just think, okay, what's appropriate for the weather? Does this look bad or does it just look decent? Good enough. Let's go. But 15-minute break? But oh, thank you, Roy. Can we all agree that I could take it later because I'm in the flow. Let us ignore Sari bot. Sorry, Sari. Thank you, guys. Thanks. I genuinely did not notice the bot message. I don't understand the sleeve. I'm like, how much later? If I finish this sleeve, I'll go. The sleeve and the tail. It's just the sleeve has been giving me trouble. What the heck? Good bot. Yeah, sorry, Sari. Sari's been spurned. A good bot. doing his job. Yes, I am functional for fashion too, but when I see Kamen Rider Faiza's suit, I want to wear it so bad, just roaming around in my house. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you would be surprised to learn that the average Korean cares more about not standing out than dressing coolly, like in a cool way. You have to be well dressed, but also not weird. So what we end up with is kind of like a monotone, surprisingly uniform sort of style on the streets. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like the average normie girl would, she wants to look pretty, but she doesn't want to stand out too much. You know what I mean? That doesn't look right. Makes sense, like a standardized system but for fashion, yeah. And also, revealing clothes are generally very frowned upon. And like, even if they weren't, I don't think I'd feel comfortable wearing more adventurous clothes in public because Korean men. So there are some outfits that look so good, I low-key want them so bad, but also like they only work as a full set. The individual pieces would be really hard to work into a different outfit. Also, they're so nice. When would I ever have the occasion to wear them, right? Yeah, it's insane. I don't know. Styling, like wearing stylish clothes and styling clothes is different, is what I'm learning from the internet, and I don't think I quite understand how to style clothes well, so I'm trying to learn, but like the guy, I keep forgetting his name. Sorry, Roy, but Roy recommended him, and I've seen him around. Something wisdom. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. But he's really good at styling things. So sometimes I go and look at his shorts and just like stare, but Wisdom K. Yes, thank you. I got half of it right. Yeah, I could just dress up nice at home just for myself. That's basically what I do with all my giant earrings and my nail polish, but yeah, like sometimes you're like you want to wear it outside. There's this guy who... Oh, wait, I'm missing some. Yes, and some clothes only work in specific environments or settings. Like a Devil May Cry outfit is not what you want what you want to wear to the grocery store fair. I mean, you could, but would it be appropriate? There's this guy who does caricatures of Korean men. He's very funny, but I can imagine how irritating that would be if you encountered someone like that. Is he the "Are you open-minded" guy? Oh my gosh, he looks amazing. That red... Oh, wow. Yeah, Mr. K, he's so fine. Look at him. Damn. I like that he also does like fictional character styles too. He did a series for One Piece. So I think I'm kind of getting the hang of it, this sleeve, but I still don't quite. I think it has to bunch up a bit more. Yes, the "Are you open-minded" guy. Yeah, he did one where it was hitting on a girl with her boyfriend, and it ended with him going out with a boyfriend. Are you open? He's open-minded at least. Ooh, okay. I think I'm... You know what? Yeah, let's just... I think that's about as much effort as I'm willing to put into this. Long man could never. He was the OG. What do you mean? There are like chords here. Long man. I don't know why. I could just use a brush that is just default, like that's like 10 pixels, I don't know. Yeah, 10 pixels in size like this. But it's different when I'm using a brush that's like over... This is 135 pixels. Like the max size is this much. But I have the pen pressure set to like not like register too much until I press past a certain point. And for some reason, drawing with a brush set like this really lets me just draw freely for some reason. I don't know why. Like, why is this different from a brush that's default the size that I'm trying to draw the lines in? Why is that different? It's so weird. I don't understand art. Being an artist is weird. Things that work for you just don't make sense sometimes. They just work. Don't question it too much. Almost done. I guess I'll color this off stream. Unless you guys want to see my lasso magic again. Then I'll hold off. Look at that. I think I'll change the composition a bit. You can move forward. The way the girl just folded, poor guy, right? And they say size doesn't matter. When your girl asks if she could... Wait, why is that? Is that... You wrote those asterisks, right? It's not censored by the system or something. And you're like, oh yeah, sure, I'm open-minded. Yeah, welcome to the are you open-minded guy, Alex. I need to see your lasso magic. Okay, I'll save the coloring until another stream. Just for you, Expo. Skitty. Is it better if they're just closer together like that? Maybe the tail needs to go. This is why... Ooh! This is why you separate some parts of the drawing, so you can play around with the composition. Yeah, okay. See, there's some themes of like the gun shooty game. I forgot what it's called. I know there's a type of name for this kind of game. Actually, should make stars a little. Little rounder. I really want tteokbokki, same! But the bastardized Singaporean version that I make at home that is mostly vegetables. Yum yum yum. And I agree that tteokbokki should have more veggies. I also don't... Am I the only one? I kind of don't like fish cake stuff unless it's like really good like ingredients. I'm actually very picky about it. No, that's too many stars. Get rid. Go. Be gone. Just need better composition. What's your approach to randomness in a drawing, like sizing and spacing patterns or clusters? I basically just move stuff around until it looks good. Like you just saw me do. But there is a teeny tiny rule that I follow is that if there's a group of stuff like these sparkles, they look better in odd numbers for some reason. I don't know how to explain it, but I prefer them in odd numbers. And I try to look at the overall balance of the composition. So like the drawing starts and ends like here around this range. So I'm thinking if the frame is like this, where would I put these thingies so they look balanced? That's basically what I think about. But let me see. Most of it is just moving it around and trying to think of what looks better. A lot of moving around, honestly. Like, the more you do it, the more you'll instinctively notice patterns that you like, so you just go for that. But, yeah, just move stuff around. Don't be afraid to do that. I get it, like a plain taki with no dust. If the dust doesn't hit, it's just a rolled tortilla. Yuck. Is a rolled tortilla bad? Man, if only Singaporean weather is cold enough to enjoy tteokbokki and omuk outside on the street in 10-degree weather, right? I mean, yeah, you know what? That's the good part about winter. You can enjoy those street snacks again. And there's also bungeoppang, which is different from taiyaki, by the way. Even though they're basically the same ingredients. They look different, okay? Oh, the coveted big picture, does this vibe? I test. Yeah, exactly. It really is. Like, at the end of the day, you really just gotta hunker down and work at the nitty-gritty of the picture. There's no avoiding it. That's what I found. Like, yeah, things will get a little easier with practice, but at the end of the day, if something looks really good and detailed, it's because someone put in that much time and effort and just, they sat down and they did the thing. I realized I didn't finish the fingers here. Oh my gosh. Did I say I was gonna go soon, guys? We're getting there. Good enough. Good enough. Maybe the hands in the back can be a little bit bigger. Why do I keep adding vocal fry to my voice? Okay, I think that's done. Jisan, send some snow over. Take it from mine hands. I'll give it to you. Didn't hear anything about that. About what? Wait, I forgot what I just said. Cause you're trying to sound sexy. Am I? No way. Either that or you're trying to learn how to do screamo. I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to do screamo. Doesn't that require a lot of like control? Because if you do it wrong, you're gonna lose your voice. Oh, Also, I feel like it'll be very stress relieving. Honestly, yeah, I've been finding out I really like vocal fry. You do? Ooh. Guys, the truth is I was just trying to appeal to Mandy more. Secrets out. I think the bounces. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah! Vocal fry is super common and normal. The easier it is to get your ideas out, the better. True. True. I just don't think I used to do it that much before, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't pay attention to my own speech patterns. What was this before? Oh, okay. Cleaned up the wrong lines. I also think the feathers on our head are coming from in front of the ear. Okay, enough cleanup. I think that's good enough. Yeah, let's look at it in 100%. I do think base. Doesn't actually look that bad. I do think the face is a little lopsided, but doesn't give off that impression. Okay, I'm happy with this. Oh, quickly, Jisan, send a voicemail to Miss Mizaki right after you wake up. I'll just ask for a pigeon pic. Speaking of, how's the pigeon doing? Wait, did you guys name him yet? I keep forgetting. Him, it, her. If you get it checked. I'd kill for an increase in my charisma stats. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't kill, but I'd do stuff. I would make an effort. I'd like some extra charisma. What's this pigeon? His name is Silver, right? Yeah, how's Silver doing? Oh my gosh. No, I'll remember this time. Silver. Perfect name, really. There we go. Okay, no more. He's still bullying his cats. I'm like, yes, as he should. I approve. How big is this actually? Let me transfer this to a file. Pew, pew. Pew. Ooh, 1,500 to 1,800. Maybe I can... What if I change the camera size? Height. Okay, 3x4. Oh, bro, that's good. I'm finding 3x4 or 4x3 images work best if I wanna get it, put it up online. So let's see. Let's put that in my 2025 folder. Right, nice. Radian. Bird bullying cats, what a world, right? He won't bully the boy cat as much because boy cat will actually chase him, but girl cat just runs away from him, so he keeps picking on her. Oh. Typical animal behavior. If you're a wuss, they'll bully you more. Okay, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna go eat dinner. And I want to play Deltarune. It's been too long. I don't even remember what part I got up to. Was it like... They were back in the Underdark? No, that's... Underdark? Isn't that a D&D thing? But the other world, they were back in there, and I think we were barely looking at how everyone was doing in that world, and then I had to go, so we can pick back up there. Yeah. Okay. How do I put up a dinner BRB? Oh, totally. The crop of an image is super important. When you have a background, it becomes even more important. Absolutely, yeah, right? I'm learning. I used to just draw... I mean, you guys saw my canvas, right? Hang on. This is how I end up doing most of my doodles. Like here, you can see there's no set ratio, and I just doodle, and then I pray for the best. Sorry. But I'm learning that, yeah, I should be thinking about the image ratios. If not while doing the doodles, at least when I'm like cropping them out to post. But I think I got lucky that this looks good in the 3x4. This is also kind of a 3x4, isn't it? Actually, maybe it's like longer, but okay, yeah. Enough yapping. Let me set up a dinner BRB screen. Whoops, not like that. You did great today. Good luck with weather and work. Thank you, Expo. Thanks, guys. If you aren't here when I get back, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll be back in maybe like 40 to 50 minutes. Oops. And yeah, we'll play Deltarune. Finally, it's been too long. I want to finish that game so I can move on to the next chapters. Let me just... Let me just slap this on in case someone decides to steal. Come in and screenshot my art and put it through AI. To anyone who has to go, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a good night or day, and I'll see you again. I'm screenshotting and adding AI generic colors on it as we speak. I got my eyes on you, Expo. I'm gonna snipe you from the next building. Okay, here, do that. I'm gonna end my YouTube